Okay. Now let's see what is a number sentence. A number sentence is a mathematical sentence made up of numbers and signs. A number sentence will have numbers. You know what numbers are. Numbers could be from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, zeros. All those are numbers, right? So these are numbers. These are numbers. You know, these are numbers. A number sentence will have numbers. And they will also have signs. So these are signs. Signs. These are signs. Plus sign. So this is a plus sign. Minus sign. Multiplication sign. Equal sign. This is a number sign or a hashtag sign. This is a divided sign. Okay. Now let me write a number sentence. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 4 plus 8 equals 12. This is a number sentence. Okay. Let me write one more number sentence, which is 5 plus 6 equals 12. So if you see in both the number sentences, the answer is 12. This is called equality number sentence. Equality. Equality number sentence. So in this case, if you see 4 plus 8, 4 plus 8 is 12, and also 5 plus 6 is 12. That means this is the left hand side, this is the left hand side, and this is the right hand side. So left hand side will be equal to right hand side. So that is an equality number sentence. Let's check, let's see the inequality number sentence. Okay, so this is, if you see this, 10 plus 5 is greater than 11. So this is an example of inequality number sentence. Inequality. Inequality number sentence. And 5 plus 2, you know, 15 plus 2 is 17, which is less than 25. Okay, so this is an example of inequality number sentence. If you see in both the number sentence, so this is the left hand side, this is also the left hand side. In both the number sentence, the left hand side will be different and will not be, or you can say it will not be equal to the right hand side of the number sentence. So if the left hand side is not equal to the right hand side of the number sentence, then you can call it as inequality number sentence. There are different types of number sentence. So I will show you the addition number sentence. So this is an addition number sentence. 4 plus 5 equals 9. It is an addition number sentence. It is an addition number sentence. If you see the plus sign, can you see the plus sign here? That shows that it is an addition number sentence. Okay. The next one is 8 minus 2 equals 6. That is a subtraction number sentence. Subtraction number sentence. And the third one is 2 times 3 equals 6. That is a multiplication number sentence. Multiplication number sentence. And the last one here is 9 divided by 3 equals 3. This is a division number sentence. Division number sentence. Okay, now let's see 1 plus 5, 1 plus 5 is less than 7. So that is a less than sentence. What is that called? Less than sentence. If you see this sign, this is a less than sign, right? So 1 plus 5 is less than 7. So this is a less than number sentence. And the next one, 9 minus 2 is greater than 4. What is 9 minus 2? You know, 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 is greater than 4. So that one is a greater than sentence. It's a greater than sentence because you can see a greater than sign right there. Okay. The next one is A plus B equals C. So this is called algebraic sentence. Algebraic sentence. The last one is 1 by 4 divided by 2 by 4 equals 3 by 4. So this 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4 equals 3 by 4. It is a fraction sentence. What is that called? Fraction sentence. Okay. So we have already seen how to divide the fractions with the same denominator. So in this fraction, if you see, there are 4 and 4 same denominators. If there are same denominators, just write the 4 at the bottom, and then you have to add the number which is on the top, which in this case is 1 and 2, right? So this becomes 3 by 4. So this is how we get 3 by 4. Okay, so now let me give you a quick recap. So this 1 plus 5 less than 7 is a less than number sentence. The next one is 9 minus 2 greater than 4 is a greater than number sentence. And this A plus B equals C is called algebraic number sentence. And if you see fractions, it is called fraction number sentence. Okay, so now let us try to solve this problem and make a number sentence. Okay, let's read the question and understand the question and find out what type of number sentence we have to make. So let's go ahead and read the question. Mary has 10 strawberries. If Dan gives her 15 strawberries, how many strawberries does Mary have in total? Okay, so there are two characters here. One is Mary, the other character is Dan. So Mary has 10 strawberries. Let me write that down. Okay, so in this problem, Mary has 10 strawberries and Dan gives her means Mary, so Dan is giving Mary 15 strawberries. How many strawberries does Mary have in total? Okay, so this is called tape diagram. Tape diagram. So what I have drawn is, so this is called tape diagram. So this tape diagram is for you to understand well the question. Okay? So in this tape diagram, what you have to find is, you have to find the total of strawberries. So that means we have to make a number sentence. Let's make a number sentence now, okay, for this question. So 10 plus the strawberries that Mary had is 10, and those strawberries that Dan gave Mary is 15, and the answer that we have to find out. Okay, so the answer is 25. You know 10 plus 15 is 25. If you don't know how to do it, you can do in a vertical method and you can find out. So 15 and 10, so 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 1 is 2. You can find out in vertical method. So this is called vertical method. The number sentence that we saw here is 10 plus 15 equals 25. You must be knowing what kind of number sentence is this now, because you can see a plus sign here. Can you see a plus sign right here? So that means it is an addition number sentence, right? Okay, so in this what you know is a number sentence is a numerical expression of a word problem. Okay, now let's make a number sentence for the triangles that you see. If you see, there are 3 groups of triangles. Can you see? One group of 4 triangles, the second group of 4 triangles, and the third group of 4 triangles. How to make a number sentence for this one? So 3 groups of 4 equals 12. Or you can say 3 times 4 equals 12. And if you want to say in a repeated addition form, you can also say like this: 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Okay, first let's see this one. 3 groups of 4 equals 12. If you see this is the first group, second group, and third group. So there are 3 groups. So 3 groups of 4 equals 12. So instead of the word groups, we can substitute a multiplication sign. 3 times 4 equals 12. Or you can also write like so. If you write like so, this is called repeated addition. What is that called? Repeated addition. So you can also write as 4 triangles plus 4 triangles plus 4 triangles equals 12 triangles. What do you think about this triangles? Are they equal groups or unequal groups? Do you think these groups are equal or unequal? So this picture shows equal groups because each group has the same number of triangles. There are 3 equal groups of 4 triangles. I can also multiply to find the total number of triangles because multiplication is same as repeated addition. If you see, 3 times 4 equals 12. So this is 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay, so that is multiplication. The first number sentence is multiplication is also equal to repeated addition. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Multiplication is equal to repeated addition. Look at this picture and think whether this picture shows equal groups or unequal groups. So if you see the first group, it shows 2. And then if you see the second group, it shows 2 again. And if you see the third group, it shows only 1, right? So if all the group, this group, second group, and third group, if all the group has 2, 2, and 2, then it is equal. If not, it is an unequal group. So does this picture shows 3 times 2? No, it does not show 3 times 2 because the groups are not equal. Does this picture shows 3 times 2? 3 times 2, let's check. So in group 1, there are 2 blue dots. In group 2, there are again 2 blue dots. And in group 3, there are again 2 blue dots. So there are 3 groups, 1 group, 2 group, and 3 groups. In all the 3 groups, there are 2 blue dots. So that makes this group equal. So let's finish the multiplication number sentence, which is 3 times 2 equals 6. So this is the multiplication equation that we wrote. 3 times 2 equals 6. What is an array? An array is an arrangement of objects, pictures, or numbers in rows and columns. Let me show you an example of an array. So this is an example of an array. If you see this, the circles are arranged in an array. The rows in an array go straight across. So that is a row. So that's a row, R-O-W. And this is the second row, R-O-W. And this is a third row, R-O-W, third row. And this is a fourth row, and this one is the fifth row. So there are how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. We have 5 rows in this array. And now let us count the columns. So this is a column. That's a column 1. And this is a column 2. This is the second column. And this is the third column. And the last one is the fourth column. So there are 4 columns in this array. So we saw there are 5 rows and 4 columns. So now let us write a multiplication equation. Multiplication expression. So multiplication expression is different from an equation. So you should know how a multiplication expression is different from an equation. So in multiplication expression, there will be an equal sign. There will not be an equal sign. Okay? The equation has an equal sign. So the multiplication expression does not have an equal sign, but the equation has an equal sign. Okay, let me say that again. A multiplication expression does not have an equal sign. Whereas if I say it is an equation will always have an equal sign. So this is an equal sign if you don't know. Okay. So now let us write a multiplication expression for this array. So this is an array. Let's do a multiplication expression. How to do it? The multiplication expression for this array is 5 times 4. This is the multiplication expression for this array. I can write this expression as 5 times 4 because there are 5 rows and 4 columns. there are 5 rows with 4 circles in each row. Look at this picture. In this picture, you can see triangles, right? So let's count the number of triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we now know that there are 8 triangles. What I want you to do is, I want you to redraw the triangles as an array that shows 2 rows of 4. How to redraw these triangles as 2 rows of 4? So there has to be only 2 rows. That means 1 row and 2 rows. 2 rows goes like that, straight across, and in that 2 rows, we need to have 4 triangles each, right? So that must be like this. So 2 rows of 4. That will become 8, right? So let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, very good. So if you see this picture, it has 2, it's an array. So this picture is an array and it has how many rows? 2 rows. Let's count. So this is 1 row. So that is 1 row. And this is the second row. So there are 2 rows of 8. So 2 rows of 8. How to write a multiplication expression? 2 rows of 8. It goes like that. 2 times 4. 2 rows of 4 is 8, right? So this is the multiplication expression. Now let us write an equation, multiplication equation for this picture, which is right here. Okay, let's do the multiplication equation, which is 2 times 4 equals 8. Always remember, in equation there will always be an equal sign. Okay, so this is the multiplication equation for this array. Okay, so 7 times 2 equals 14. 7 times 2 equals 14. What is this? It is a multiplication equation, right? A multiplication equation will always have an equal sign. Okay? So in this equation, multiplication equation, the 7 will tell you how many groups are there in the array or how many rows are there in the array. Okay? So the first number will tell you how many groups are there in an array or how many rows are there in the array. Number two will say how many each group has, how many number each group has. Okay, so that means number in each group. Number in each group. Or you can say how many number each row has. Okay. Now let's see this 14. Do you know what that 14 is called? That 14 is called product. What is that called? It's called product. This product can also be total, okay, total. Okay, so now I have made an array for this multiplication equation. 7 times 2 equals 14. I have made an array right here. So this is an array for 7 times 2 equals 14. If you see, there will be 7 groups. Let's count the groups. So let us count the groups. So this is group 1. Okay, this is group 2. And this is group 3. And this is group 4. And this is group 5. And this is group 6. And this is group 7. So instead of saying groups, you can also say it as rows. So this is row 1, 2, 3, row 4, row 5, row 6, row 7. Okay? And this 2 represent how many number of circles are in each row. So that means we have 2 circles in one row or one group. And the 14 stands for the total or the product. Okay, 7 and 2. 14 is called the product, right? What about 7 and what about 2? So 7 and 2 are called factors. Factor. 7 is called a factor. 2 is also called a factor. Factor. Number bond. Okay, so how to make a number bond for this array? You should know how to make a number bond. Okay, what is a number bond? A number bond shows part-whole relationship. Part-whole relationship. What is a part-whole relationship? Whole is always, can you see the whole right here? W-H-O-L-E. W-H-O-L-E is always the total number. Okay, whole means total. So if you see this array, the total is, what's the total number of circles in this array? If you see the total number of circles in this array, so 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. So here the whole is 15, right? Okay. So now we know the total as 15, and now let's make a number bond. When we make a number bond, okay, listen very carefully. When we make a number bond, the total always goes on the top, okay, and then the part, it's easier to make like this, okay, and here the part goes here. The part here, if you see, the part is each row contains how many circles? That can be taken as a part. So 5 goes here, 5 circles in this row, and 5 circles in the second row and the first row as well. So 5, 5, and 5. So this is a number bond for this array. A number bond can also be written like this. 5, 5, and 5. Let's take a quick recap of the number bond. So this is the whole. This is called the whole. And this is called the part. And this 5 is also called the part. And this 5 also called part. So the whole thing is called number bond. Okay, so when you add all the parts, when you add this part plus this part and this part, you will get the whole. The whole is also called total.